everyone. Good morning. My name is Mama Himaikal bin Khair. So today we have a discussion about the industrial disputation. So I want to sharing about my opinion, all of the stuff about the industrial disputation with my colleague, which is Lydia Hani Suraya, Nul Najla Khalida, and COE. So from the first is we want to share about the what is industrial disputation. COE, so can you give your opinion about the industrial disputation?
Yes, I can. The definition of industrial dispute is any argument or difference opinion between employer and employee or employee and employee which relates to employment or non-employment. This statement is according to Section 2K of Industrial Dispute Act of year 1947. It can be grouped into 4 types of disputes, which are interest dispute, dispute over unfair labor practices, grievance disputes, and recognition disputes. The interest dispute comes from trade union requirement for rising income of employment, while the dispute over unfair practices will happen maybe because of discrimination against staff for their participation. Grievance disputes occur in industrial relations and workers and employer daily, normally as a protest by workers from out of leadership that is deemed infringing his or her legal right. The last one is recognition dispute. It happened as the organization rejected to accept a trade unfair, the aim of group negotiation. That's all for me.
All right. So how about the advantage of the industrial disputations?
Okay, let me explain about the advantage. Every time issues of industrial disputes being highlighted, it seems can never be said to be a good choice. Nevertheless, there's still few advantage of industrial disputes to be happen. Industrial disputes cause workers' right to voice to be highlighted. If the dispute is between managers and staff, the staff right to voice can be used since not all workplace circles value the right of workers to have a say. Usually, when there's dispute among staff and management or workmen between staff, it may be occurs cause of bias or unsystematic way of this division of labor. So when the dispute occurs, this is the right time to the victim voice the right they deserve. In Malaysia, there are so many acts of the workers, and one of the acts relate to this problem is Company Relation Act 1967. And the disputes also can make people realize about the goods and bads. Normally, when we quarrel with our mouth, we will not be able to think well of what we say or the opponent. But when the situation calms down, we will think about what happened and start thinking about the truth that the opponent said, and this can change us for better. This will encourage us to be more professional when it comes to work. So this advantage will make people take note of this before making a decision by just looking at the adverse impact that is to come. I think that's all.
All right, thank you. So as you give a point about the advantage, so I have one disadvantage of the industrial disputation. So if we talk about the industrial means very universal. Because why? In one companies, we have too much benefit for the outside and inside of the companies. For the outside, for the outside effect of the industrial disputation is about the companies can't pay the tax. Cause why? Maybe when the industrial disputation happen, the worker will have a worker strike. When the worker strike happen, all the things will be procrastination, which is the progress of the stocking or the stuff or the product will be procrastination because why the workers is have a worker strike. They don't want to do anything when they go to work because why what they want is what they have is dissatisfaction with the industrial. So this is make our economy is very slow growth, and then there will bring a big impact to our GDP for the countries. Our countries can't grow because why? We have some problem about we have a big problem about the labor. So we can see the problem is about just about the companies and the workers also. In generally, in a government sector also, the private sector also happen about this. What happened to last week? We have all the army veterans, which is the ex-servant of government. They have to make something very what we call in Malay we call as perhimpunan lah. So they have a twice perhimpunan, the assembling that they fight for their right, which is the veteran fight for the countries. They protect our countries, but they have no benefit. Okay, so they dispute and they force the government to give some benefit for them. So if this is happen, it will make our countries very bad. So this is bad. So this is give a big impact to us. As you can imagine, if something happened to the veterans, what the future ancestor will think about? Also, they make me like this, so I don't want to serve as a military or any government servant. So the government and the MINDEF should have take a hand about what happened for now. That's all from me. Thank you. Then, wait, I have something. Yeah. As for the report, I have read about what happened to the veteran of Army, Malaysia. So the MINDEF already have a reconciliation with them. They call all the veteran to speak and loud what they want actually, and then what the MINDEF do and will proceed with their plan, the program. So they have a reconciliation at the right times. Okay, so my part is about the advantages have done. So I want to ask the CEO. I want to happen to the disadvantage and advantage of the industrial disputation.
Okay, the causes of industrial dispute mainly is about the low salaries. When the workers face their necessities problem, they will require their employer for adjusting their wages. The next is allowance issue will cause to this because of the cost of living nowadays increase. They will need help from their employer to give them allowance for their problem of cost of living. The last one is working hours, also an issue. This is because of some of workers will keep working occupied for lengthy hours of minimum wages although has regulation to their effect. Nadia, can I know what the impact of industrial dispute?
Thank you, Sri. So I will share about impact of industrial dispute. These industrial disputes occur due to the attitude of employers who refuse to meet demand and advice of employee. Moreover, this industry dispute occur when employee dissatisfaction with the employers is due to bureaucracy in the organization. In addition, it can be seen that this industry dispute rising up when action that employers who give burden to their employee. For example, all employers give work that beyond the ability of their employees from these industry disputes will have a detrimental impact on a company. The first visible impact of industrial disputes is all work will go on strike to their work. According to the Director General of the Policy Planning and Research Division of Department of Industrial Relations Asia, see that this strike means the action group of employees who reduce, postpone, or terminate any performance of tasks that related to their job. This is because unions are dissatisfied with the action of their employees. For example, employers do not raise their salaries. The next impact can be seen from this industrial dispute is loss of production. This happens when each employee delays their work causing a job take too long to complete. Furthermore, if the work that should be complete quickly becomes slow, resulting in work being temporarily delayed due to that employee. Last but not least, industrial disputes are resulting in lockout disturb in economy. According to the Department of Industrial Relations 2013, the lockout are workplace closures, suspensions, and employee refusal to hire employees. This is because the employers forces the employee to accept the term and condition of employment or those that touch on employment matters only. I think that's all the impact that can be explained about these industrial disputes. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Najla. So, based on what we have discussed tonight, this afternoon, so I have my opinion. So, my opinion is about the industrial disputation is not something bad or something good for our economies, but the industrial disputation actually they will make our economies will be growth and our human resource relationship between the workers and the employers will be increased, have a strength bonding. Okay, why? Okay, you can see like this. When the worker have something, they have dissatisfaction with the companies, they will laying what they dissatisfaction with the management or something else. They have to forward to the management. Then management will have a discussion with the all the superiority, and then we have discussed and they discuss again with the workers. So this is about the two. This is about the two step. Someone must bring the midpoint. Then they will must discuss about the two problem and what they have to do. So the conclusion is the industrial disputation is more give to the advantage and more give to the disadvantage. So both we need the industrial disputation is about the something will may have laying the good things for the both side. This is not from the just just need to have we need to have some fair of fair of the discussions. So we have, so that's all from me, and that's all from all of my colleagues, which is Lydia Hanisraya, Nur Nazila Khalida, and Lim Sioye. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.